Gooey! Welcome to War 2 against League of Extraordinary Champions, LOXC. Today we try to die. I've got one of my newest rank 3s, Photon. I finally got her as a 7-star recently and then managed to dupe her. Mantis comes back after I accidentally took her out of the team there. And my newest rank 4 from 9.2 rewards, Bastion, for a bit of a sad debut because he only gets one fight. Not that he dies. Spoiler alert, we managed to stay clean today, but only just about. I've been given only path fights today. I'm going 6 and 6, and not much else. The original assignment instead of Photon was Titania. We'll talk about it soon, but specifically for this Kindred fight, I preferred Photon because her mediums can't miss, and then during pure light form, she can't miss at all. And that would be very handy for the arrogance part of the node when I'm faulted after combinations of 10 hits. So, it's very easy to start out with to keep an eye on. My plan was to sort of get to 8 or 9 hits and then light, medium into falter so that I can sort of carry stuff on and whatever. So far so good. Punishes special 1 as per usual. Then get smacked by his heavy because I don't know why that always catches me. It's so similar to his L1, but whatever. We're back in control. And then we struggle to punish it because he clamps up. And now we're degenning, so I'm going to back off shortly. I didn't even notice that my pure light had fallen off, so my entire L1 missed, so that was good. This fight can be very tricky. Kindred's a pain in the arse anyway, but the way this node is, it's really easy to sort of keep in mind at the very start of the fight, and then when we come to the point of wanting to concentrate on not dying from degen and other stuff, it's really easy, as I've demonstrated, to forget about the falter here. I've not managed my power well, so that we're at the root now, and I don't have a bar of power to get out of it, so I'm just having to wait it out, try not to die. He's stun immune, so I can't parry him, and we do clean him up. Kind of, I dare say, safely enough. That got very, very slippery there. We're going to heal her up, stick recoils on, and we come to Void here for the usual Mantis fight. Always needs a dedicated special 1-star, and it should be nice and easy. Except today is just not my day. I haven't really watched through this fight again yet to see what went wrong. So we'll go through it together. But it's going to be the usual start, which is simple and comfortable enough. Back off, get tranquilize up, then parry and whatever else. I was kind of waiting for her to dash in. I forget that as per her kit, she doesn't actually move when she's holding back because she stands still for tranquilize. But we're going to get our usual up to 20 charges. Easy enough. And I'm just not sure here. I should have stopped before the medium. And yeah, I don't know. Those exhaustions that hit me severely affect my ability to crit. Now I'm backing off to encourage him to throw his L2, and he's not doing it. I just want it out of the way. And then he catches me because I've got slow on me, so I missed the dex. Didn't realise at the time that was the reason for that happening. Special 2 cleans him off confidently enough. I wasn't really worried about dying there, but it did get very sticky again. So we're going to shake that shit off and get out of the way. So, Killmonger here. We've got fisticuffs and some other stuff I don't care about with Photon. Now, as I said, the original plan at the start was for Titania. The reason being is that she won't get debuffs and she won't apply debuffs on him during fisticuffs. And then when we get to 3, we can get to 3 bars during those 30 seconds. Fire the L3 during Haymaker once fisticuffs is over. And all the debuffs at the end kind of completely reverses power gain and health gain and all that stuff. And it's pretty cheesy. I'm not entirely sure if she'd have one-shot him, but because I preferred Photon earlier, she's fine for this anyway. Taking Killmonger with Photon before. It's not as cheesy as Titania's thing sounded, but it's safe enough. She'll also control his power a lot better than Titania would have once Fisticuffs ends. I don't really care about reverb, so whatever. I'm going to go to special 3 to give myself more max charges for pure light, and it's just slow but very, very safe. Also, if he catches me, I'm obviously bleed immune, so that's nice. I opted to not have recoils on for this one, just because I wanted to keep things safe, and if anything did go wrong, based on how the first half of my war has gone so far, I wouldn't come a cropper. But anyway, we are slowly getting him down, and now that debuffs can proc, we can start to really put a bit more damage. So we're in pure light, now we can fire a couple of big special 2s. Class boosts don't work against class disadvantage, so even though I remember I did put a 12% science on and stopped at the power back as I remembered, so all is not lost. He's nearly done. A couple more hits, if that, and he's finished. Very, very easy. As I said, just a bit slower than I'd like. And now for Bastion against Bishop here. He's got combat deja vu prowess. I don't really care about it. There's Conflictor. Again, as long as I don't parry him, which I completely do accidentally at the start, there's not any other debuffs because all of Bastion's stuff is passive. So, yeah, I didn't even realise that I parried at the start there, so immediately gave him some power. That's fine. He goes straight into L1, far earlier than I'd like. Obviously, I intend to keep him to L2s, so we're just going to back off at the start. I don't really want to catch fire just yet. I also haven't got infection up. I was also a little bit unknown as to whether once infection is up he'd still proc incinerate, which we will test in a little while. But for now we're going fine. I don't care about alternating my combo hits. He can have his little node prowesses, whatever. I'm not worried in the slightest. Now we're going to test the water, get close to him while steady release is up, and incinerate does still proc on me, so that's just nice to be aware of, but it's all good. That actually does a large, considering L2 is pretty much just a ramp for L1, that did a nice chunk of damage. But I'm just waiting for him to dump his power. Probably didn't even need to, because this is going to wipe him out. Relic into heavy, into L1, and Bishop is dead. And that's my war. We really didn't have a very good start today. We kind of handed it to LOXC on a plate, but we since sort of turned it around, not for a want of trying. And thank you to LOXC for dying plenty. Hopefully we can close it out for a win. And thank you for watching. I'll see you at War 3. Bye!